Okay.
I want to see if I can switch to my computer if it wants to work.
Okay.
Oh.
Yep, there's two of you there.
That's cute. All right. I'm going to leave this one. If for some reason I lose you, I'll jump back on my phone.
Okay. All right.
Thanks.
So welcome everybody to our Monday Night Family Zoom. I'm so excited that you're all here to share. I want to introduce myself. I guess most of you know me probably, but my name is Cindy Geiger. I am from Plainfield, Connecticut. I'm happily married to my cutie of, oh gosh, we're going on 20 years now, and we have a blended family of 5. And I've been in the business for about 3 years, so it's really been life-changing for me in just so many different areas. The products and my faith, socially with everybody like-minded. So it's been a wonderful experience, and I'm so glad that I just jumped in. So I want to introduce my lovely co-host, Colleen. Why don't you pop on and introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. Y'all can hear me? Okay, good. I am Colleen Beatty. I am from Eagle Lake, Minnesota. I have my boyfriend, Joe, who has joined this business with me, and we have also a blended family of our 2 kids. I joined 2 years ago this November. I am, I guess, first understeer starter, and then team enter, and all the way up we go. I guess I started because I worked 3 jobs and I was tired of missing everything, and I've quit 2 of the 3 jobs, and now I only work technically a part-time position now, and it's been fantastic.
That's awesome. I'm so glad that you're sharing this with me tonight, because the same with me. I really thought I wasn't going to be able to work anymore because I clean houses, and the products have really saved my hide in that area. I don't necessarily want to clean houses anymore, so that's why we're keep going on. So if you give me a second, if it's all right, I'm going to read a little quick devotional because I think it kind of coincides with what we're going to talk about. Okay, so this is a quick one. I might need glasses. Before David became king of Israel, and his men returned home to find their city had been attacked, their homes burned, the possessions stolen, and their women and children kidnapped. Instead of sitting around devastated and mourning over what had been lost, David encouraged himself in the Lord and convinced his men to attack the enemy. As they persevered, God supernaturally helped them to recover everything they had been stolen. To live your best life now, you must act on your will, not simply your emotions. Sometimes that means you have to take steps of faith even when you're hurting and grieving or still reeling from attack of the enemy. Develop a victor's mentality and watch what God begins to do. So I love that when it was talking about you really have to persevere, and you have to do not always what you feel like doing, not what you feel like in the flesh, but you just have to carry on. You have to have self-discipline. So today, Colleen and I are going to be talking about the steps to success. And we're going to help you with maybe a path to the steps to success on completing them, and maybe going over a couple tips that we are struggling with that we talked about too. So real quickly, I know there's some people, new girls and guys that are just learning how to do steps to success, and we've got some feedback. All right, so Colleen and I, we're just going to go over the steps of success really quickly, so some of the new girls can see how that is done. I got some feedback that's really crazy and it's bothering me.
Can you cancel everybody out or mute them all out?
I'm going to try to do that right
Or
now.
if you guys do not have a little slash over your microphone, can you please mute yourself out, please?
You all?
Yes. Thanks, guys.
Okay, so I'm still learning how to do this little area. So I want to share screen with you. Hold on. Can you see that, everybody? You can? Okay, so we're just going to go over the steps to success part really quickly. I know a lot of us know what it is and how to do it, but I thought if we could just give a couple tips on how to share or what we add to it, it might help. I remember my cheerleaders used to do this all the time. I used to say to them, make sure that you're doing your arm motions exactly perfect when you're practicing, because when you get out there and you're talking to somebody, or you go out there on stage for your perform, you're going to be like, you're going to have to fall back on muscle memory. So that's kind of how I feel with the steps to success. And I'm always looking for new ways of seeing the steps to success, or seeing them over and over again, because sometimes I get really nervous when I'm talking to people. And then, you know, I have to rely on what I remember, you know, that muscle memory when the nerves kick in. So I thought that was kind of like a good example. So Colleen, I think you're going to go over step 1 real quick. And
Right. All right. Like she said, I know we are, some of us are vets and some of us are newbies. But she said muscle memory is exactly what it is. Continuing to do your party pad over and over and over until it flows through. When you do your party pad, remember to put enthusiasm behind it. Remember to be happy. I was telling Cindy that I really don't get nervous doing Zooms. I don't get nervous doing live parties. And my little ritual is I dance around like an idiot by myself until it's time for the party to start. It's pretty fun. I'll show you sometime. Anyway, so step 1, join the party. Obviously, you've all joined this party. Congratulations to you. So join the party, $99 for your business builder kit. And you can obviously see on the side what you all get in the business builder kit. The new body applicators is what's coming in the builder kits. You get the 4 mini defining gels. You can give those out as a prize for your at a party or something, or at a vendor event, something like that, or just a little sample to give to somebody. I've bought a big pack of those and hand them out for vendor events all the time. They go out pretty well. You get the fab wrap, obviously. There's a fab wrap, or you can use anything at your own house that you want to use for holding that wrap in place. Your Blitz card, the wrap magazine. We have a new wrap magazine coming out this coming year. Obviously your party pad, which we're going over your catalogs. Your It Works bracelet, which is super cute. Wear it everywhere you go. And people are going to ask, what does it need to take one? It just takes one. And then, hello, conversation started right there. And then that could be your one. And boom, presidential diamond. Overnight, it happens. And then obviously, you get a store discount. When you join, you get, I think it's still at 10% off of your first purchase of from the It Works store. If you don't know where the store is at.
oh, you just muted out, Colleen.
Sorry. Thanks. MyItWorksStore.com if you didn't hear that. And then obviously there is the boosters. You can get a booster pack. It is a larger quantity of stuff for obviously a smaller amount of price. I know when I started, you could only get it the day you signed up, and that was it. But I think now you have up to 30 days to purchase a booster pack, and then like you just don't get it anymore. It's not available for any distributors. Any questions?
That's awesome. I love that you get the full pack of wraps, and you can turn around and share it with people. And for 25 bucks a piece, yep, you get your money back. That's awesome. So it's really a risk-free thing. So, okay, steps 2. We all know that you want to gather your 4 loyal customers, and with every 2, you're going to get those wrap rewards of 25 bucks a piece. So you know that when you get 8 of them, you're going to turn around and make a $150 profit. So I love that. But a couple things I like to share with when you're kind of sharing with everybody is the 4 loyal customers. Kind of put a face to some things, like, you know, say, hey, maybe your Aunt Becky or your mom or your sister or your cousin Mary, or, you know, that your best friend or that girl, you know, Colleen, that you work with, you know, they could all use that, something that may be beneficial for them. And or else, you know, put it to a product, like, who do you know that can may need relief for their bad joints, or who do you know that just really struggles with energy, you know, for the greens, and, you know, so on. You just kind of put a product to everything. So that was, step 2. So step 3 is really easy too. And I always say, it's great to have wrap cash and make a couple, extra bucks here and there. But step 3 is what we really call go Ruby. And that's a level in the business where I like to say, the compensation plan really starts to open up. I like to tell them that, if you're looking for a little bit more than just extra cash, if you're looking for a plan B, or if you're, you're looking for just a couple extra $100 a month, you can really start there. And Going Ruby right now has that $500 bonus when you complete the step 3 of getting 3 people on your front line, and that one person is a busy bee and they go get 2 people. So you're going to have 5 people on your team, and that's Going Ruby. So you'll get that $500 bonus in that 60 days. So, and a lot of times I'll try to get them dream building a little bit. People are so used to just making it payday to payday and not having extra money to do anything. Sometimes they've lost that quality to dream. So, you say, what would you do with a couple $100 extra a month? What would you do with that 500? Could your kid really need braces? Maybe you want to go on that dream vacation. Christmas is coming. Everybody could use some extra cash for Christmas. So that's step 2 and step 3. And Colleen, you had a couple things you like to share on this one.
Okay, so first off, look where you're at right now. Where are you at in this ranking? Where do you want to be in this ranking? Okay, that's my next question, was where do you want to be? So if you're at, say I'm Ruby right now, and I'm going for that Millionaires Club, a lot of work put into it. So what do you have to do to get to where you want to be? What do you have to do to be a triple, a double, presidential ambassador all the way up to Black Diamond? Who wants to be a Cammie Dembski, or who wants to be Kim Haber? I know I do. So what we just talked about, those 3 steps, that's easy. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just have to do it again and again and again. And everybody who is at that triple, presidential, and all above there, they've done exactly what we're telling you to do. They just done it more times. And they've obviously worked really hard at it. So think about that when you're going, oh God, this business is not working for me. Well, are you doing your steps to success? I know Cammie Dembski says it every single time I've ever seen it, or One Team, One Mission, or anything like that. So keep working on that, guys.
Awesome. And I love that too, because if you went out and asked your boss, like if you could, hey, I want a raise, I want that, well, I make it triple here and it works, and they're going to probably pretty much tell you to pack sand. So, and then it just leaves us to your choice, and you can read that, how it says, but you can add a couple word choices in there. After you get done with your presentation, you may be able to say, which do you prefer, instead of just leaving it to them. Give them a choice so they know that they should really do one or the other and not just never get back to you, and or how do you see yourself as a loyal customer or a distributor? I learned that. And then you can always, from Kim, I always learn that she says, the loyal customer program is great if you want to get healthy, try a couple products, but if you really see value in the products, you can share them with other people, hop on and be a distributor and make money with that. So that's really the steps to success that we just wanted to quickly go over for some of you newbies. And I always love hearing the steps to success. So I'm going to stop share, and are we all back? Hey, so I know, Colleen, we talked about a couple struggles that we had, and you had a couple tips that you wanted to share that may help everybody. So you want to go ahead and...
Yes. Okay. First, something just popped into my head, actually, talking about the steps to success. When you have your parties, and I know I'm very guilty about not having enough home parties, that physical in front of people. I do online parties all the time, and they go great usually. But a game that I like to play with is steps to success. When I give people, I give them a clipboard. They have their party pad on it. They have the product catalog, the distributor sign-up sheet, the loyal customer sheet, and then the steps to success. And I tell them as I'm going through products in the loyal customer side, I said, in that box of 4 people, put 4 people that you can think, who needs that relief, who needs the confianza, who needs such and such. And then so they put down there 4 people that pop up in their mind. And then, when you flip it over, you join the party, you say, okay, now besides you, I want to name just 3 people who you think, oh, they have a car payment, they struggle a lot on their bills, they're foreclosed on their home, such and such, and then have them put their 3 names right there in the step 3, and then at the end, whoever has it completely filled out, I'm trying to think, they get a prize. They get your little sample of the pine angel. They get a couple of greens. They get $5 off their wrap, whatever you want to give them, or something like that. So that's a fun game I like to play.
I love that too, because then it really shows them that they have completed the whole steps of success, and that it really could be that easy for them.
Right. So then you're in your wrap room, unwrapping your guest at the end of the time. You're like, look at your steps of success. You just filled it out. This is what I do. And you just did it. I taught you how to do it. It's that simple. And they're like, oh my goodness, I could do this business. That's awesome. Or then they're like, well, those 3 people I just thought of, you need to talk to them about the business. So it just kind of makes that hamster wheel turn a little faster sometimes. So anyways, 2 of my favorite things that I use a lot in my everyday business. First, just a quick one is the Facebook Hustle. I will post in our Divine Alliance the Facebook Hustle with Amber Parker. She's one of the top earner leaders. And the Facebook Hustle is just a real simple way to organize your Facebook page. I assume everyone's on Facebook. Organize your Facebook page, and so that your post and things like that are maximized out to every potential out there, and anybody who you don't even know is a potential yet. So like I said, I'll post that. And the other one I'll post, it's my absolute favorite that I use all the time, is the wow factor follow-up. Go on YouTube, like I said, and I'll also post this in our Divine Alliance. The wow factor follow-up. Cami Dembski was at a 1 Team 1 Mission and was telling everybody some tips on what to do. And she said, ooh, wow factor follow-up, favorite thing ever. And so she goes, well, this is what I always tell people. I send them a text message or I call them and I just say, are you ignoring me? Are you mad at me? Did I say something wrong to you? Something totally simple. And those people who you completely think you've lost on your hundreds list, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm not ignoring you. I'm so sorry. I've been so busy. I got the new baby. I got a new job. I got blah, blah, blah. Life is busy. Whatever their excuse is, whatever it's true or not, and whether ignoring you or not, all of a sudden they're like, oh God, I really offended her. Now I have to talk to her. And it gets the ball all rolling again. And I've used that multiple times on the same people. And it works.
I love that too, because, a lot of times in your head, you think that, oh, she's ignoring me. She doesn't want anything to do with me. And that whole thing just builds right up. And really it isn't. It's just life getting in the way. So, sometimes it is good to just kind of give them that little nudge, like, hey,
Something wrong.
So
Yeah.
I love that. Okay. Did you have anything else that you wanted to add?
I did, and I lost my scratch paper that I wrote down on, so I don't remember right now.
I know. I know. Like, I have my notes all over the place, and
Yeah.
It's so funny because I'm quite green when it comes to like trying to get organized, and but yeah, I look at my notes and I'm like a lot of blue is all over the place. So, but sometimes I don't know. I tend to understand them. So, what I wanted to kind of share with you, we were talking about steps to success, and maybe a couple tips to get you moving in the right direction, and a couple tips to 7 steps to self-disciplining you to reach that goal. And I just want to share, I found them and there's 7, so I'm going to share with you. So 1 is decide what you want. And in this case, it's completing your steps to success. Okay. So, and a lot of times you may have to revisit what the big thing is, your why, where we all started. What was our why? I know with some of us, we've been in some a little longer and life gets in the way. Sometimes that why gets a little blurry and we have to revisit that. The last couple books I read talked about finding that why again. And that is your progress, your thing that you need to have, or else none of this is going to really matter, So John Maxwell, Intentional Living was one of those books, and The Compound Effect was awesome. It talked about that white hot why and your why power. So number 2 is you have to write it down. So what is it? The steps of success. You want your 4 LLC loyal customers, and you want your 3 DD. I can't even talk tonight. Your 3 DTs, So you want to write that down. Number 3, okay, because you need to have that goal, because if it's not written down, it's merely just a wish. We've all heard that before. And there's no energy behind it. So number 3 is going to be setting a deadline, okay? And with ours, we know that it's 30 days. We all have 30 days to complete that steps to success. It's going to give us an urgency behind that. And we are going to do that over and over again. We might not all complete it, but that's okay. If you get 1, that's awesome. You did great. If you didn't get any that month, oh well, you just pick yourself back up. Another thing I do is I print out my steps of success on this and laminate it and put it right on your fridge or someplace that you're going to be able to see it every day. So that is right in front of you. That's where you're going. Okay, so number 4 is going to make a list. Okay, so all the things that you need to do to get to that goal, whether it's your hundreds list, whether it's following up, contacting, blitzing, everything that is geared to getting those steps to success, STS completed. Okay, and then number 5, you're going to organize it. So a lot of times we talk about a 6 list. Now, we are much better if we just cut that down to 3 or 4 items a day, because studies show that we'll accomplish that much easier than writing a whole bunch of things down and not even getting to anywhere, because it's too much of a big task to do. So cut them down to 3 or 4 a day, and then organize it that way. Number 6 is we are going to take action. Okay, faith without works is dead. All right, so action is going to help you in couple things. You're going to be motivated. It's going to take away all those fears. It's going to conquer those fears as soon as we take action. And that's also going to give you some confidence. A lot of times it's hard getting on these Zooms, and it's hard picking up that phone to call. But as soon as you do, that's just going to stomp down that fear, and you're going to be feeling awesome on the other side. So, and then number 7 is do something every day that's going to progress you to those goals. Okay, so when you develop that discipline for 365 days out of the year, 2 things are going to happen. You're going to stop that emotional roller coaster, because you're going to be doing something every day, and you're going to be creating that momentum to get you much closer to that goal. Okay, so those were the 7 steps, and we're going to take an action step this week. So I'm going to give you an action step. First, you're going to decide what you want, write it down with a deadline, make a list, and take action. Okay, so second part of that is determine the price you will pay to achieve that goal, and start paying that price. Whether it's something that you have to take off your everyday list to make room for your It Works goals. Whether it's maybe you're not going to cook dinner some night, maybe your hubby can do that, or not watch your TV program because you'd rather be on a Zoom, or read those 15-20 minutes a day. So that is pretty much all I have for completing your steps to success. Colleen, do you have anything you want to add to that, or any ahas you had?
I love that. Love those 7. Maybe you could also put that in the Divine Alliance, so I can detailed write those all down.
Yeah, I will organize that a little better, so it's not chicken scratch.
Love that. But like she said, just get out there and do it. No one's going to do it for you. No one's going to fight for you. You have to do it. And I know that I struggle with that, and I have to call Sarah or Stacy or Liz or someone and just say, you need to give me a slap and tell me to get out there and do it. And then, you do the same thing. If you want to call me, I'll slap you over the phone. It's fine.
Right. You need a little bit of accountability partner.
That's right.
We have a couple announcements tonight, and then, because we have a couple minutes left, And don't forget to run over to the money call, show me the money call with Pam Souter tonight. But we have an announcement for bingo. Colleen, do you want to tell everybody what we're doing?
We are going to continue the bingo because everyone loves bingo. Yay!
Yay. So that gives us another week to complete all those, because I know that I had a busy weekend and I didn't get to mark everything off I wanted to. So I'm so excited for that. And there is one more announcement that a little birdie told me, that if you complete your steps to success this month, there is going to be an awesome prize.
I heard.
Just think about that. So, all right. Colleen, did you want to close us out?
Sure. Like I said, get out there, do it. When you're scared, do it anyway. And when you're even more scared and you're shaking and you're sweating, hand them the Blitz card. Wear your gear, you know, have your Blitz cards ready, your product catalogs, your wraps for Wrap Cash, because Wrap Cash can definitely, you know, change your week. That can go from no gas and having to ask for a ride to work, or getting yourself there by yourself. So, does anyone have any questions? Quick questions at all? All right, I think if I remember Pam saying tonight, show me the money call is in Spanish. But I thought that's what she said last night, is that there's a Spanish show me the money. So I don't think
I don't know if that might sound.
Cool. She said so on the leadership the call last night. Maybe I heard. Maybe she was talking about a different country or something. I don't know.
Well, if it is, then just maybe go and do your 7 steps to your self-discipline, your list of completing those steps to success. So, all right. I just want to thank everybody for getting on. We always have a blast with all you guys. So, bless you all, and may have you have a great week on your bingo. So, okay.
Good luck, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Tonight. Thank you.